Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest Eyrtha's Light with Seraph. She is hanging out with her pups right now, just trying to keep an eye out for predators or other things that could come to harm her family. She's had an easy time of it the last couple of days, and she's ready to take on today with that same attitude that the goddesses have truly blessed her. And so we are going to roll to see what the goddess's blessing has in store for us today. Okay, we have rolled a 2, so it looks like we are going to be in challenging. So it's going to be a little tougher of a day, but nothing too hard. We've been very lucky not getting those accurate rolls, which is insane because technically we have a higher chance of having accurate than not. How are you doing, little Thea? So all the pups seem to be doing really well. Let's see. Weight check. Terrell is 17.6. Starling is 17. Grouse is 17.1. Little Thea is trying to catch up at 16.5. And Sparrow is 17.5. Seraph is actually pretty tired, so I think we're going to let her sleep after a little bit of play with Thea. Looks like Starling got a little jealous and is finally coming back from their time by themselves. Looks like Starling might be a bit of a loner, but does still want the love of her mother. Now it is night. Rolo has returned from his own bit of hunting and territory taking, so it is now Seraph's turn for Rolo to stay here with the pups and her to get them more food. They're already running out of the elk carcass, and she still has beaver on the mind. She's gonna try and perfect her beaver hunting a little bit today. Oh yes, and that elk calf just ran out just now, so she has to get them food very soon. It does look like their territory is pretty bad, to say the least, and she needs to eat herself, so she's gonna run off and do that, take some more territory, probably go up north where Crevice Lake is just pressing in just a little too much for her liking. Go, dear. Okay, Coyote. No. Don't you dare! No! Okay, well, that, Coyote ran past like 3 pups and could have totally ended their lives, but decided not to. I guess he was more afraid of her than anything else, so I feel pretty blessed because I thought it was over for a second. Seraph has made it to the Crevice Lake territory after getting distracted a few times by some beavers that she didn't end up catching. It seems like the luck was not with her as well today. There's been bears everywhere. I've seen so many predators. I've passed a cougar, bears, pretty much everything. Looks like Sarah found a couple of dispersal intruders, so she's currently kicking them out right now. But she has taken 4 hexes worth of territory in this one visit, and she has caught the scent of an elk mom. So she's gonna try and look for that baby to bring back to her family. She does need to meditate, but this is an opportunity she just can't pass up right now. And there we have it. Perfect. So now here Seraph stands with a bit of a dilemma. She picked this spot to meditate because of the one lonely flower that was growing out in this sandy area that just seems a little bit out of place for that flower to be there. And she was about to meditate and pray and feel close to her goddess, and the second she laid down, she looked over and saw an even better prize than what she was carrying. But she's unsure. So now she is sitting here contemplating and asking the goddesses if this is a test for her to choose to leave a moose calf alive and just take this back when she and Rolo may still be hungry, or to eat this to fill her belly with what she has space for and to bring back a greater prize so that maybe Rolo too could eat. And she is unsure, and so she's seeking counsel. For now, she will feast on what she can and see how much is left after she herself gets fed. And with half of the calf carcass gone, she's gonna mark it, and she's gonna see how well off this calf is. So this calf is extremely healthy, and Seraph is quite tired. So in her old age, she's trying to determine if something like this is worth the risk. After a few attempts of trying to get close to the moose calf, she decided not to try and kill it. Another elk herd passed her, you can see it in the background there, and she believes that it is Eyrtha trying to tell her there is an abundance of food. This is not your only chance, and so she's going to take this back and hopes that those opportunities will still be there tomorrow. We are back with the babies and delivering food. I see 4. Where is our 5th? There she is. Let's go grab her. So this isn't a lot of food, but it should be enough to feed the pups for one night, and then Seraph and Rolo could possibly go out together and take down something big. They need to eat too, even though she's really not that hungry. But he is, so he's gonna need to hunt tomorrow. And Thea thinks that she's gonna go hunt for herself, apparently. She was actually going to hunt for herself. Oh my goodness! She was going after that rabbit! Thea, you're still not old enough, but I appreciate the attempt. And with that, Seraph will sleep. She's meditated, she's taken territory, she brought her pups food. There's nothing more she can really do for them until she has rested. The next morning, the pups devoured that. So she is going to go with Rolo today. Rolo is really hungry and needs some food. So in the pups go. Thea, why are you disappearing, love? She seems more and more distant these days, but I can't really understand why. But Rolo is already taking care of it. Oh dear, it looks like Crevice Lake is trying to take some territory over to our left, so that is where we're going to be hunting today. Well, looks like we found some breakfast for sweet Rolo. We're going to carry it a ways a bit, but we're going to let him have this whole thing. We're not too hungry, and we could bring food back to the pups. Very nice! Our 2 actually took down a pretty healthy mule deer, so hopefully this will last them more than just a day or 2. But this is perfect. Seraph has fed her mate, which means that her pups will be fed, and she will now go look for fresh food for her pups. But she's gonna send Rolo home. And look right there. A moose calf just waiting. It is just as Eyrtha promised, that there is an abundance of food. In fact, she might actually call Rolo back for this one. So this is technically still considered big game, and it is to feed their pups. And even though, yes, I said that her flaw is that she can't take her mate anywhere with her, I feel as though, now that we're finishing the series up within the next few episodes, that perhaps we could let that ease off a little bit as she's getting more and more used to Rolo being her mate. I think story-wise it would make sense that she trusts him a little more and would invite him to more things. Uh-oh, it does look like Rolo has taken on a bit of an injury, which is not good. He has a jaw injury. We're gonna have to be careful with him now. He's backing off quite a bit. I think that hurt. But together they did it. Now we just have to make sure that this moose mom leaves her baby alone. Go on. There's nothing to protect anymore. Perfect. They were able to grab the moose calf and they are on their way to the pups who are waiting with empty bellies. Rolo does seem to be all right, even though his jaw hurts a little bit. He didn't get a major injury, thank goodness. But we'll have to keep an eye on him for a few days to make sure it doesn't get any worse. or that he doesn't get further injured. We've arrived back with our prize. I don't think any of these pups have had moose calf before, although I can't remember because we do have a lot of wolves going on right now. But Seraph is going to relax. Rolo is keeping watch as always. He's doing such a good job as a father. Taking care of pups, making sure they eat. I do think that Seraph loves him, and any fears that she has of him really just comes from her previous relationships between losing Vander, who she loved so very much, and Cricket, who she loved, and yet he in some ways betrayed her by walking away. It didn't help that he was lazy either. I'm just saying. And the sun rises. The pups are already feasting on the moose again. Let's give them a weight check real quick. Oh my gosh. I think we only have one episode left after this, you guys. Terrell is 19.3 pounds. Starling is 18.8 pounds. Grouse is 18.7. Thea is even 18.2. And Sparrow is 19 pounds. We are really close to being done with this litter and on to probably the last one we will ever have with Seraph. Heartbreaking and warming at the same time to know that she brought so many beautiful wolves into this world. Now, I do believe I said at the beginning of this episode something about Seraph really wanting the taste of beaver, and that hasn't gone away. She still really, really wants some beaver. She just has been a little unsuccessful in the last couple of attempts, and as proud as she is of this moose calf for her pups, she wants beaver for herself. So she's gonna leave Rolo with the pups. He's injured anyway, so it'll be good for him to rest. Rolo, stay with the pups. Perfect. Thea and Terrell are kind of coming back, so that makes me really happy. And Seraph is gonna go off to try and find herself some beaver. Nice! And she got herself a tasty beaver. I bet Sarah feels really good about that. She's gonna howl. That's all she really wanted. So now she's gonna take it back to her pups so they can enjoy it. The territory is taking a major, major hit. I can't decide if Seraph is gonna be worried about that or not. She feels pretty confident in her ability to protect her pups, but if we keep having constant attacks, this could not go well for her. Or for Rolo, who's a little injured right now. Here you go, pups. Mom brought you another treat. And she is going to sleep. In the morning, she will immediately have to go and meditate. She hasn't meditated in a little while. And so for it to count for her goal, if she doesn't do it in the morning, then we might lose our goal. Oh, I think not our minor injury, but Rolo's minor injury may have healed. It did. That's excellent. A big howl for all of our growing babies. But yes, Seraph is going to have to immediately run off, go spread some of their territory, dear heaven, and hopefully get some meditation in. I'm sorry, Rolo. I know you want to go, but I need you to stay with the babies. Boy, he got a taste of going with her, and now he really wants to be there at all times. Honestly, I think it's really sweet, but the meditation is truly for Seraph alone. Wow, so Seraph got really lucky and just happened to run across the grass patch that had the fawn inside. So she's gonna fill her belly with it and then leave it for a fox to eat some scrap, and maybe some of the ravens could eat some scrap. She's being more generous with her food, I think. I don't know why she's decided to do this, but she has. And so here she is taking a crevice lake hex right now. They have been encroaching so much on her territory. It's really making her nervous. She knows she could take them, but that doesn't mean they could be sneaky. I was gonna travel a bit to let Seraph have a different place to meditate, but I just saw the Indian paintbrushes mixed with these pink flowers over here and some of the yellow flowers mixed in, and I just thought of how beautiful it absolutely was. And so I am letting Seraph meditate right here, because the glory of Eyrtha's life goes way beyond just the creatures that run around, but also lives within the plants, the trees, all of it. So Seraph is just enjoying some time with the breeze brushing through her fur, the scent of flowers all around her, and that everlasting horizon that just keeps going and going. And look, there's the fox. Hopefully it found the rest of that fun and enjoyed a small meal on her. Every creature in this world has to survive and rely on the balance, the circle of life, if you will. And she's realizing that it's important for her to be a protector and a guardian for all of the things that Eyrtha and the other goddesses have made for her, for other creatures, for her pups, for her mate, and for those that are still yet to come, like Teo, who isn't even born yet. And with that, we will end this episode with Seraph relaxing and enjoying some peaceful time alone, enjoying the breeze. I hope y'all liked this episode. If you did, give the like button a tickle and a poke, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle that bell to be notified of when I post episodes. Also, feel free to click the follow me link below and to join Discord or follow me on Twitch so you can hang out with me pretty much every single day. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching Eyrtha's Light, and I will see you next week for more. Bye!